GHOSTFACERS. Okay, so today is a bit of a weird vlog. I know I haven't done one for a couple of weeks and I promised to keep these regular, but oh no, I've been a bit busy. As you can see, I'm a huge fan of the paranormal and anything to do with the supernatural, the unexplained, science fiction, sci-fi, that's the same thing, science, technology, spaceships, space, ghosts, the afterlife, religion, and I'm massive. Behind me is just a small selection of some of my Fortean / paranormal literature. As you can see, I actually archive and collect the Fortean Times. I'm a huge fan. I'm also in Halloween dress, sort of. I'm not actually this blue in the face in reality, this is just makeup. Do I look like I'm a dead girl yet? That's the look I'm going for. Speaking of which, I happened to watch Supernatural, which is, as you know, hardly surprising considering what's behind me. I'm a few seasons behind, series behind, so don't tell me anything. Anyway, I remember watching this episode that had Fortean in it from a town called Eureka, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, the first episode he was in, it was called Night Shifter, right? And it had him holding a copy of the Fortean Times. Oh my god, like, the feels! Oh my god, that was such a fantastic moment for me, because it was like somebody had the Fortean Times in their hands and some plot writer or script writer had incorporated the Fortean Times into that episode, and that to me was just magnificent, seriously. Like, I thought I was an odd one out, but no, some of those characters in the Supernatural it's me all over. I am that much of a freak. It had on the cover a picture of the Cybermen, which is like another thing, because hello, Doctor Who, and huge fan of the early series and the later series. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. Joke, I'm not really. Am I? Just a teeny tiny bit, but I'm cool, so it's okay. Oh yeah, I shall give you a mini tour of the stuff I own. As you can see, I have a couple of books on the unexplained actual books. That one's lost its cover there, that's why it's open. I do have a lot more than this, but I don't know where I've put them. They're probably in a box under my bed. I have more books on religion too, because I did get an A star in religious studies, which is, you know, that's why I like to read a lot. I make my own mind up about stuff. And this is just a short selection of my Fortean Times, because I've got too many and I didn't know where to put them because I ran out of room. That's my dog asleep there. Some of them are still in their wrapping. Well, I put them in these, like, oh, I forgot what you call them, but you know what I mean, to keep them all in neat condition. I do have a couple of paranormal magazines. There's one up there too, and I do kind of collect the odd paranormal in general magazine too, if it's cheap anyway. But I'm actually subscribed to the Fortean Times because that is my favourite magazine. Oh, and yeah, you can see, I think that's the earliest copy of the Fortean Times I still have, which is why it's in such a bad condition. There's a couple of more. If you see, it says 2005. I would have been 14. And there we go, 15. I would have been there. 16. Yeah, there we go, still 16. I think I started mainly collecting them when I could afford to buy them myself, so I'd buy the odd one in college, and then when I started uni I was actually subscribed to them. So 2009 is when I started to get regular, well, it sent to my door, more like, even, that's weird, why is 2009 there? Oh, never mind, my bad, I'm a bit stupid. they're all in sheets. I do need to put these others in sheets actually, but they're going to be in my little stool, which is there, because I've run out of room in my folder for all these. You can also see the witch, which is behind me, which I'm quite weird. I have such a weird room layout. I'm cool, I know. I like weird and interesting things. Woo! I have been reading the Fortean Times for as long as I can remember. My dad probably got me interested in it. He used to read a lot of books on the paranormal and the unexplained, and I was quite a quick reader. I was reading from a very early age, and I just liked that kind of stuff. And so I used to steal my dad's magazines after he'd done, and I think 2004 was the earliest that I actually started collecting them, but through moving house and stuff I lost them. But I do actually have some Fortean Times from 2005, from when I would have been 14, just turned. And I did happen to borrow a couple of them, well, more than a couple of them, to some friends years ago, and I never got them back, and that just you know, really upset me. I don't care how sad that is or how lame that is, it really did, because I collect them, and most of them are in mint condition. You know how some people are all like, oh, don't touch my comic book? I'm kind of like that with my Fortean Times, which is still awesome.